I've got a good one for you today, my bro. No one else has this style of training. I've never seen anyone do the style of training that I do. This is not a generic gym video. There's going to be some bangers here. And first of all, at this body fat percentage on the cut, I'm going to go for deadlift PR. Now, I've been this kind of body weight before, but I used to be a lot fatter, bro, at this body weight. Right now, I've gained the muscle. I'm shredding down the fat. It's time to go for the 180 kg deadlift, 405 pounds, the 4 plates. So I warmed up by doing some Romanian deadlifts, and now I'm doing 70 kg deadlifts just to warm up. I'm in a proper powerlifting gym right here. They've got sick equipment. These are proper thin calibrated plates, and when you're in a powerlifting gym, you have to load up in the actual intervals that they want you to. You have to use the 25 kg plates, bro. I mean, you can do it with other intervals, but it's kind of taboo. And the 15s are acceptable as well. But if you're doing the normal stuff of like blue, so 20 kg plates, and the green, the 10 kg plates, can be frowned upon a little bit in this environment. Only jokingly, of course, not as a proper thing. So I've done 100 kg and 120 kg right now, doing these warm-ups. I deadlift without shoes just because it feels better that way. My shoes have a bit of a heel to them as well. And now the 180, not the best form, but bam! Lock it out. Beautiful. 180 deadlift, done. Then I go back down to 120 just to rep it out a bit. I'm trying to work on the form a little bit. Deadlift form is both simple but hard to get right, because it's about keeping that chain of things engaged, right? You want to have your legs pushing the ground away. You want to have your back engaged. You want to make sure that your spine is pretty neutral. Now, there's a bit of a range that's acceptable, like it can bend a little bit, especially the upper back, but generally you want to keep it pretty neutral, right? And it's taken me a while to be able to figure out what form works best, but at the moment this is working pretty well. I just gotta get used to it a bit more. So after that, you know me, man. I'm not someone to just leave it at deadlifts. I'm someone to do some gymnastic rings as well. You see, my name is Paras, and I show young men what they are capable of. So if that's something that you want to be part of, there's two things that you can do. The first is to subscribe to this channel, and the second, if you want to really invest in yourself, if you want to learn how to do all of the things that I'm doing here, then you can get my mentorship. Even without a discount, it's an absolute steal. But right now, it's at a discount, bro. For limited time only, there's less than 10 spaces left. If I were you, I'd snatch up that opportunity as quickly as I could. And with that said, let's go back to what I'm doing. So right now, I'm warming up on the rings. I'm doing my pull-ups. And with the ring pull-ups, it's good to twist at the top. So it's a bit like a chin-up at the top. But this way, you get that full range of motion. And wait, what's he doing? It's not a pull-up anymore. What is this? Nah, that's freaky on the shoulder. Nah, what's going on with the shoulders? Surely that's not okay. Why is he walking with his legs? This guy is just trying to show off. Like, what's he doing? Well, he's upside down now. Wait, what's this? Is it upside down pulls? Wait, why is he hanging like a bat now? What's going on? Okay, now he's done. Nah, the rings are fun, bro. There's a lot of good things that you can do with the rings. And the shoulder stuff, it's all good. It's all safe, don't worry. Because if you're here right now, move your arm in a circle around you, right? You can do that. The shoulders have a 360-degree range of motion. So even if this looks a bit whack, even if it looks a bit scary and you're like thinking like, how's he nodding down there? How's he not struggling like crazy? Well, actually, it's all right. And as long as you build up to it, as long as you control yourself into it originally, it's all good, bro. I've trained a bunch of my boys on the rings as well, shown them what's possible, shown them that they actually can do that. Because a lot of people are freaked out by the shoulder thing. It's called skin the cat too, so it's got a bit of a freaky name too. But you'd be surprised, a lot of people can do that. And with that, if you have straight legs, of course, it's going to be harder on the core. So now, he's getting straightened out. What's he doing now? What's he doing? Wait a second, is he going for back lever? A back lever is a skill when, well, you can see me trying it, when your arms are behind you, but you're straight like a plank. But I need to do some work, I'm just trying to get there for now. Now you can see the pump cover removal. It's not the most glamorous. I know that you want something where you see a lot more like crazy, like veins just come out of nowhere and stuff. But wait, just hang in there, bro, because you'll see the posing at the end. The posing at the end, beautiful, spicy, man. It's looking good. Now with the pump cover off, it's time to do what's called a German hang. A German hang is where you do this kind of skin the cat kind of movement, but you start it with your palms facing backward like a chin up, right? Supinated. And then you just chill in that position. You feel a mad stretch throughout the whole arms or the shoulders and everything. But again, as long as you've built up to it, it's all good. It's chill. I'm just chilling now. I'm used to this now. I've done this kind of stuff a bunch of times. And the rings are so much fun. They give you a lot of freedom. They give you so much enjoyment. And look, there's not a one style fits all. Like, I do have my mentorship, and like, if this is something that you want to do, then of course I can teach you how to do it. But the main thing when it comes to your workout routine is just doing something you enjoy. Like, muscle building wise, as long as you train hard, you get those last reps in, it's all good. Like, you'll still build it. And strength wise, as long as you do some movements, you'll be all good. Right now you see me do these archer pull-ups followed up by typewriter pull-ups. It's a lot of fun to do this. You need to work on the elbows for a bit, but then once you can do it, it's a lot of fun. Wait, why is he going back to this shoulder thing, bro? What's wrong with this guy? Why is he walking again? This guy's showing off again. What's he doing? But no, this is just me having fun, bro. It's just having fun, because that's the most important thing when it comes to the gym, bro. It is having fun. And yeah, my sessions are pretty long, but at the moment, I get all my work done before I even start the sessions. So right now, I have the freedom to do this. And also, I'll let you in on a little secret, right? This is my personal brand, bro. I gotta be jacked. I gotta be the king of all trades so that I have that credibility. So I can afford to actually be in the gym for a long time to chase that goal. And now I've set the rings at chest height. I'm trying to work on my L-sit, which requires a lot of stability, because when you get on the rings for the first time, it's hard to stabilize yourself just with your arms. So when you try and stabilize your whole legs as well, it's difficult. But it's a lot of fun to do that. And I have this goal when it comes to the gym rings, to be able to do the stuff that Olympic gymnasts do. Like, you know, the proper Olympic gymnasts, they've got crazy arms and crazy abilities, and you're looking at them like they're crazy. Like, how can they do all of that? Well, I want that to be the case. I want to be able to do that in 5-10 years, bro. I'm going to be working on these every single day when I'm in the gym. I use the gymnastic rings. I use them 5 or 6 times a week on this kind of push-pull-leg cycle. And it really does work. It really does work. What you see me do right now was just doing some rows, and then I do these one-arm hangs, kind of in this row position as well. This is something I've not done too much of, and when it comes to the rows themselves, they don't really target my back too much. As in, they don't fatigue it that much. Like, I feel it, but they don't fatigue it that much. But it's a warm-up for what I'm doing right here, because this is hard. This does fatigue things, because this is what's called a false grip row. There's something on the rings which is called false grip, and you can see my hands are looking a bit weird. It's because you have to have your palms over the rings, and it's difficult, but it means that you can unlock things like the muscle up. And now I'm just doing some whack stuff for fun. I'm just hanging upside down like a bat, because why not, bro? Why not? Something I've found is that when you have this kind of crazy, like, sort of childlike but playfulness, right? When you have all of that, it just makes things so much more enjoyable. Like, it's impossible not to have a smile on your face after you do something like this. Like, how can't you, bro? Like, it's just so fun to do these kinds of workouts. Like, that's why I love the gymnastic rings so much. I don't even have them to sell to you. I have no affiliate links or anything, bro. I just think, like, man, people are missing out. These are such a good form of workout. If I convince you of anything, like, bro, get yourself some gymnastic rings, bro, because wow. Do they build strength? Do they build muscle? Do they build enjoyment? Like, bro, they are such a sick form of training, man. So right now I'm doing a bicep exercise, which is called the Pelican curl. And I can't do the full range of motion of this just yet. At least not clean, right? So you'll see me afterwards. I'm going to try a different version of this where I start from the bottom position. But right now I'm starting from the top position, trying to control myself down, but it puts a lot of strain on my wrist and my shoulders to go any further than I am right now. So right now I'm just trying to get used to this kind of movement. And there is a way to get to that full range of motion for me, but it means that I have to change the form a bit. It's a bit more like what's called a hefesto, which is a different movement. There's so many names for things, bro. Like, it doesn't have to be too complicated. Like, Pelican curl. Like, who came up with that name? Skin the cat. Like, there's whack names for everything, bro. But you gotta use the terminology, you know what I'm saying? But this gives you crazy, crazy bicep gains. Because imagine, like, you have to pull your whole body weight. It's like a bicep curl with your whole body weight, right? So this kind of form that I'm using right here, I do have to lean forward a bit and I do have to do this kind of weird movement. So it's not exactly a clean Pelican curl. It's more like a Hefesto on the ground, because like the proper Hefesto movement is when you're actually on the rings above you, like when you're in midair. I can't do that, bro. That's crazy. But I can sort of do it from the floor. Now after that, it's time to do a little support hold at the top. Then after that, I thought I'd do another L-sit, because why not, bro? That's the thing with rings. It gives you that freedom. It gives you that enjoyment. And when it comes to the gym, and pretty much every area of life, right? You want to be motivated for it. You want to enjoy it, because if you enjoy something, that's just going to make it so much easier to never quit. And if you never quit, it's impossible to not get the success that you want. Think about that. Like, if you stay consistent with the gym for 10 years, it's impossible not to get your dream body. Now, of course, like, there's things that play into it, like genetics and stuff like that, but unless you're in like the bottom 0.1% of genetics, like, you're probably chilling, right? Like, there's so much that you can do when it comes to your body. And that Socrates quote, bro, it means a lot to me. It is a shame for man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable. Fact, man, I want to see my potential in all realms of life. And right now, part of that potential is trying to unlock the handstand. My hand balancing has always been terrible, but I've been working on it. I can walk up the handstand against the wall. I can take one foot off the wall for now. So I'm just trying to work on that. I should have it pretty soon. I think in a month or two, I should have it. And one of my goals for this year is to be able to do the handstand push-up. So that's something I'm working towards. And you have to do some of these progressions to get towards that. That's the awesome thing. Like, there's always something you can do. You can't do a pull-up. Well, you can do a hang on the bar. You can do pull-up negatives. You can't do a push-up. You can do knee push-ups. Like, there's always a progression, which is sick. And it teaches you so much. Like, the gym just teaches you so many things. So I realized I hadn't really fatigued my back fully yet. Even though I've done the deadlifts, even though I've done all that stuff on the rings, I still had more in the tank. So I thought, as a finisher, I do my max amount of pull-ups for now, and then do my max amount of chin-ups. And I was able to get 12 pull-ups here. I could have gotten a few more, but you can see my legs were starting to kip up a bit. So I was trying to not mess up the form too much. Then after that, I went for the chin-ups with the supinated grip. I like to do both of these because they just target slightly different areas of the back. The chin-ups are obviously a bit more bicep. And they're a bit easier too. Like, you can see I'm flying up a bit quicker with the chin-ups as well. And when you have that control of your body weight, bro, it's awesome, man. It's so, so good. And the thing is, you can build a ton of muscle when it comes to calisthenics. Like, it's a myth that you have to be like absolutely tiny. No, you can build a ton of muscle. Like, you can see the physiques of gymnasts and stuff like that. Now you can see mine. Like, I'm not the biggest guy at all, right? I've got probably medium frame. I'm pretty lean at the moment because I'm trying to get shredded for the first time. But at the same time, like, you can see I got some decent muscle definition on the way, you know? Like, this is less than 2 years of consistent training. I've been able to achieve this. And yes, I do work hard. You do have to put in the time and the effort. But the thing is that nothing of value comes with ease. You have to put in that effort. But once you do, bro, it's sick. The results that you can get is sick. And this is only the start, bro. Like, I want you to stick around. I do want you to subscribe just so you can see the journey, bro. Like, if you look at my oldest videos, like, the progress compared to now is crazy. And it will only be crazier in the future. So with that said, I hope that you enjoyed this video. And as always, remember, bro, keep improving.